July 20th, 1969, more than 600 million people watched live as Neil Armstrong stepped onto the moon. But what if it never happened? Was it a monumental achievement or the greatest deception in history? Let's dive deep into the mystery of the moon landing conspiracy. The 1960s were defined by the Cold War. The US and the Soviet Union were racing, not just in space, but in ideology. America needed a win, a giant one, and reaching the moon would mean victory in more ways than one. Critics argue in 1969, technology was far too primitive. Computers were weaker than today's calculators. Could NASA really land a man on the moon and bring him back? Or was it too risky to try for real? One of the most famous claims is that the landing was filmed on a Hollywood-style set. Some believe Stanley Kubrick, fresh off 2001, A Space Odyssey, was hired to direct it. Could it have been staged to look real? In moon landing photos, some shadows go in different directions. Shouldn't the sun create parallel shadows? Does this suggest multiple light sources, like in a studio? The American flag appears to flutter, but the moon has no atmosphere, no wind. NASA explained it was due to the twisting of the pole. Still, the image remains one of the most cited proofs of fakery. Astronaut footprints are sharp and clear, but without moisture, how could the dust hold shape? Does this support the theory of a staged surface? To reach the moon, astronauts had to pass through the Van Allen radiation belts. Critics argue this should have been lethal with 1960s shielding. NASA says exposure time was minimal, but not everyone's convinced. The original high-quality moon landing tapes lost. NASA claims they were erased and reused during data shortages. Accidental or intentional? After the landing, Neil Armstrong avoided interviews and public attention. Some say it was humility. Others say it was guilt. In a mysterious interview, a man claiming to be Kubrick admitted he faked the moon landing. The clip was later debunked, but it added fuel to the conspiracy fire. Some claim the footage was broadcast from Earth, bounced off satellites. Were we watching a live moon landing or a well-timed performance? Some believe the moon landing was real, but what they found wasn't meant for public eyes. Did they encounter something extraterrestrial? Was that the real secret? Buzz Aldrin, the second man on the moon, has had moments of emotional outburst when questioned. Some interpret this as passion, others as pressure. In some photos, different moon locations have the exact same mountains. How is that possible? Could it be that the same backdrop was reused? Why can't powerful telescopes on Earth show us the moon landing sites? Some say it's proof we never went. Others argue it's just not that simple. NASA later released images from lunar orbiters showing landing gear remains. Skeptics claim digital images can be faked. Supporters say this is undeniable proof. The moon landing boosted US morale and embarrassed the Soviets. Was that motive enough to fake it? Some think yes. If the moon landing were fake, wouldn't the USSR have exposed it? Some say they knew, but stayed quiet for strategic reasons. The timing and coordination of live TV feeds across the globe was unprecedented. Could such a perfect broadcast have been controlled without a script? Over the years, a few former NASA employees have hinted at inconsistencies. Are they misunderstood or whistleblowers? Surveys show that millions still doubt the moon landing happened. Why does this theory refuse to die? From Capricorn 1 to Moonfall, the idea of faking space travel keeps returning to pop culture. Is fiction feeding belief, or vice versa? There's evidence, there are doubts, there are explanations, there are mysteries. One thing's for sure, the moon landing remains one of the most debated moments in history. This video is meant for entertainment and curiosity-driven exploration only. We do not claim any of these theories as fact. You decide what to believe. Subscribe for more mysterious stories and mind-bending questions. Let's keep exploring together.